and today we've got a reading for you about somebody who is, I think, entertaining a serious love interest while also maybe procrastinating or failing to block or be very direct with somebody else that's interested in them. So it feels like this is about keeping someone on the back burner, not completely rejecting someone because maybe, just maybe, things will work out down the line, right? Being a little bit manipulative about it. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of Wind Chime Time. I hope you're having a good day so far. If you're interested in a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedonestarot@gmail.com. It's in the description box, as is a link regarding the memberships on my channel in case you are interested in additional content. Hey Sean, how you doing? Hello Carla. Hello Key Controller. Hey Grindhard. Hello Andy. All right, let's dig in and see what else we've got. This is the Noisy Tarot. Knight of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, Four of Swords in the reverse, Knight of Cups in the reverse. So I haven't rejected you. I haven't told you that I just want to be on my own. I maybe depend on this like external validation. So I keep up the conversation, or I stop by and I see you every day. Even though I know realistically we'll never be together, I want to keep you thinking that that's actually something that could potentially be in your future. But this is somebody who's creating a problem for themselves because they're leading this person on, essentially, right? I think my plates just fell on the dish. Hello, how's it going, Duncan? Hello, Mavis. Uh-oh. Hello, Derek. Two of Wands and the Emperor. Yeah, I think this is a backup plan. Whoever resonates with the Emperor is the person who feels like they need to kind of control the situation. So if plan A doesn't work, then at least I have this other person over here and I could, you know, probably be just as happy over there. Or I don't ever want to be without a relationship, so I jump from relationship to relationship, right? I'm good. No need to be capitalizing everything. And please don't call me baby. Hello, Mamie. How are you doing? I hope you're having a good day. Hey, Lemonade. Six of Wands in the reverse, the World, and the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Hierophant. Exactly what I was saying. So if something fails, if something ends, right? Six of Wands in reverse, failure, World, end, Ace of Pentacles, loss, then I would still be able to be in a relationship because this person over here is interested in me too. So I'll just pretend they're my close friend, or I'll just pretend that, you know, it's no big deal, but I'm just keeping them as a plan B. Eight of Swords in the reverse, the Hermit, and the Five of Cups. But this has caused someone to be increasingly frustrated because they are not prioritized. So whoever is viewed as this like backup is, I think, maybe not really pleased with that situation and not intending to sustain it. This is the Marigold Tarot. I hope the training's going well. Oh, there are ways to let that out, even if you just sit down to draw for a little bit. Or, you know, sometimes I recommend if you've got some anger, you can go to a garage sale, find, you know, a couple of plates for $1, set out a plastic tarp and throw a few plates. You know, like in a parking lot or something. Hello, Dylan. How are you doing? Wheel of Fortune, Six of Swords, Ten of Wands in the reverse. So this Two of Cups, this relationship or this like person that they prioritized, it seems as though there is a little concern as to whether or not this is going to work out. It could be that the Emperor is frustrated because they have been faced with some accountability or some rules that they don't really like. It could be that they have actually been broken up with. But there's some stressful situation or conversation that makes this Emperor feel like they need to reach back out to this like backup option, this plan B person. And like just make sure that there's still some chemistry, just make sure there's still some interest, make sure that they're still focused. Page of Cups. Hey, you want to grab some coffee? Six of Pentacles in the reverse, Queen of Cups in the reverse. Oh, hey, you want to console me? Five of Wands. Okay, that's how it is. So whenever I get into an argument with my person, whenever my relationship is on the rocks, I reach out to this friend and I whine about it. Like, oh, why am I in this relationship? How do I get beyond this? They're making me feel like such a bad person. Vilifying the relationship that they're in, playing a little bit of the victim, right? Because they want that validation or that support, even when they're maybe not treating their person very well. So this is like the double layer relationship. I'm going to be with one person, spend most of my time, but whenever that's not going well, then at least I have this other person over here who tells me I'm attractive or tells me that I'm smart, whatever. Hello, Hope. Hello, Key Controller. Hello, Tiana. How's it going, guys? Meow, Bedlam, what's going on? So this person really does just kind of line them up. They want to always have somebody to reinforce their ego or make them feel like they are, in fact, a winner. So Six of Wands was in the reverse in the last deck. Now we have it in the upright. See, I win no matter what, because even if this person doesn't like me, it's okay because this person over here likes me. And I don't think they leave any time to address any heartache they might have. They just hop, skip, and a jump to the next relationship, and here we are. Ending? What ending? Oh, that doesn't matter. I'm too busy falling in love with this new person. What do you mean, like, protect my peace? No, I'm just, like, too busy falling in love with everybody that I meet. This is someone who doesn't want to admit that there's disappointments or frustrations. They're very focused on always having someone to make them feel or look good. Hello, Bree. How are you doing? Thank you for liking the video. I appreciate that. So lastly, we've got the Star in the reverse. Whoever they are keeping on this back burner is realizing how destructive it is, realizing they may be like wasting, oh, what song is that? I think it's London Grammar, Wasting My Young Years. This is someone who's like, why, dang it, I keep doing that. It's like, why am I hanging out with this person to like my own detriment? Why am I letting this person keep me in like a holding pattern when I don't even know that I want to be with them, or when they don't even like prioritize or treat me that well? So we could have a little bit of a surprise for this Emperor brewing when all of a sudden they're not able to keep this person on the back burner anymore. Hello, Janet. How are you doing? Hello, Debu. Hey, Carrie. How you doing? So the Emperor is a snake. I'm a snake. I'm a sorry. I can't help it. This card always does it to me. They feel like they've been able to keep people kind of lined up and ready for, you know, any notification that maybe this person is single. Okay, I would like a chance to date you. They don't spend much time single, if any. And I don't know that they're very loyal either. We've got this moon card, and I feel like this is saying that this is somebody who does the majority of their communications at night. This is someone who likes to, I feel like they get lonely, so they always have to have somebody interested, somebody messaging, right? Hello, D, how are you doing? And we've got the fox coming back out. That was in our earlier message. This is about trying to figure out the information and somebody who's being a little bit sneaky. This is the tarot of the top people. That is true. Sending you a big hug, Tiana. That's true. What else do we have? Three of Pentacles and Death in the reverse. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. So we might have some concern here in terms of a timing issue. Making someone feel like they no longer have the financial security that they usually have. This could also be if they are a little bit more frustrated with finances because of a relationship potentially ending. So they may be trying to get things sorted after moving out because they've been living with their person. This could be somebody who just tends to overspend, but there could be some motivations here for them always wanting to have somebody to talk to or admire them because they like to ask for things. They like to get gifts. King of Swords, Queen of Cups, Ten of Swords in the reverse, the High Priest in the reverse. Yeah, I think the way this person feels like they're going to be able to figure out their finances is by making sure that they're not in a relationship, but they still want that comfort. So this is someone who would be emotionally manipulative, probably try to have situationships instead of legitimate like commitment. Or if there was a commitment, they wouldn't necessarily do right by that commitment. I kind of feel like this is someone who gets by on their looks. They're like, oh, I'm so attractive. Won't you pay for my lunch? You know? We have the Hermit and the Six of Swords. I think this person's about to get left. Instead of at the altar, it's at the back burner. Like, oh, you thought I was always going to be your little backup plan because your relationship ended. Or maybe you thought you could sleep on my couch or maybe even in my bed because you got kicked out. But the truth is, I decided I wasn't going to wait for you. Sorry. Not sorry. Oh, I love you too. Hello, Laura. How's it going? Temperance in the reverse, Five of Wands. Two of Swords. You were over there causing some problems in your relationship, and you were probably a little bit overwhelmed trying to figure out what was going on. Maybe you had to move out. Things happened quickly. I get it. But while you were dealing with all of that, I was making the decision to not be there waiting for you. I was deciding that I didn't want to be your plan B. I didn't want to be sitting there waiting for you to say that you got your heart broken and you expect me to make everything better. I don't have time for that. I've decided I don't want to be your person. I've decided to heal from whatever it was that made me feel like taking your not so great treatment was a good idea, right? Like, I don't need to be around someone that would treat me that way. All right, this is the tarot, or sorry, the Earth Bones Tarot. Hey James, how's it going? You got a question, James? Hello Krishna, how you doing? It's true. Do we have it again? Okay. Hello Neil, how you doing? What else do we have? We have the Chariot in the reverse, the Nine of Swords in the reverse, or the Nine of Crystals in the reverse, and the Three of Jars or Three of Cups in the reverse. The very beginning, we had the Three of Cups in the reverse as well. Somebody that, it doesn't matter if I have somebody rejecting me, I've got a little bit of a roster. So even though there is sadness and a sense of loss because a relationship has ended or I've been rejected or something didn't work out, Chariot in the reverse, it's not working out. It's okay because I have this other person. I have this other person that will tell me that they love me or they think I'm great or make me feel pretty, make me feel special, whatever they want, right? Except for when they turn to find that person on the back burner, that person's gone. So that could be you. Nine of Wands or Nine of Wicks in the reverse. 10 of Swords or 10 of Crystals in the reverse. Sorry. This person's not home right now. They decided they're sick of your issue. You know? Yeah. They're gonna turn around expecting to have some sweet little reconciliation with you or a little date. And instead they're like, oh, okay, I guess you don't want to talk to me, so maybe you leave them on red. Maybe you reject them, tell them you're seeing somebody else. But Five of Cups, Six of Petals in the reverse. No, thank you. I spent enough of my time waiting for you and trying to see if this would work out. And it seems like all you're really doing is trying to get people to fight over you. Five of Swords, Five of Crystals. You just want to see people always like clamoring or like lining up to be with you. And maybe I'm just like not one of those people anymore. You know? Over it. Hello, Lacey. Yes, I agree. Hello, Jen. I hope you're having a good day despite that. So we've got the Nine of Jars in the reverse, which is the Nine of Cups, and the Queen of Wicks or the Queen of Wands. I like this. This is whoever I'm reading for, the person who decides they're not going to stay on the back burner. They're coming through as the Queen of Wicks or the Queen of Wands. And this is because they have rediscovered their confidence, rediscovered their value. So it's like, no, you know what? I don't think I need to wait around for like your breadcrumbs or your love bombing. I think I'd actually go out there and like attract somebody who prioritizes me instead of looking at me as a backup plan, right? Like, how do you store me in your contact list? Am I literally just backup plan? I'm just curious. You know you deserve better. So we've got somebody who institutes some boundaries and it is not well received. What do you mean you don't want to see me? What do you mean you're not eager to take me out? Or how is this person not responding to me? They lose their temper because they are so dependent upon you being there to help them out, to make them feel good about themselves. But instead you're like, nah, I think I'm good. Scissors, you done. So I guess now they have to come up with some new lineup, some new roster. Three of Wicks or the Three of Wands. And the Fool, yeah, new energy. So they're like, okay, I'll go out to the bar. Or, okay, I'm gonna, you know, download a dating app. Because I can't just sit here and be by myself. I would have to like myself for that. I said what I said. They have to always busy themselves with other people and the admiration or validation they get from those people because they don't like themselves. If they sit there with themselves, they think about what they don't like about themselves. That's why, right? All right. This is the signs of the times. Let's see what else we get for you. That can be an issue. Oh, Lord. We've got yin yang, balance. Whoever I'm reading for, this Queen of Wands, does not have to be a woman. This is talking about confidence. This is someone who's realized I can find a better situation. I can find a better romantic partner than you any day. Like you have the attention span of a 4-year-old. So how could I expect commitment from somebody who gets distracted by every little shiny thing? Like, you're not going to wait around for that. So there's something else that has happened for you when you walk away from this person and you refuse to be their little backup plan. You find something or someone that makes you happy. Now, for some of you, this is a new community. Maybe it's a book club. Maybe it's a new hobby. Maybe you found the one thing that really works for you in terms of fitness. Maybe you actually started dating someone new. But whatever disruption has happened to the normal process where this person comes back around and expects you to be there, like, oh my gosh, hi. Oh, you're going to pay attention to me again? Oh, that's so nice of you. Thank you. Wow. No, you're not there anymore. Hello, Clowny. How you doing? Oh, I'm glad you're getting some good support from the live chat. There's some awesome people out there. Thank you. Yes, what about it? Hello, Gnostic. How are you doing? Eric, be careful. You're going to get timed out. You did. Yeah, we're not a dating app here. If you want to, like, actually get to know somebody and have, like, a nice little chat over several readings, my personal goal is that 2 of my subscribers end up getting married because they chatted in the live chat. So, like, go for it, but you gotta be, like, smooth, you know? Water, surrender. Number 39. And good luck. Coins. Number, is it 10? Yeah, number 10. So when I decided to give up on this person who was basically looking at me as their backup plan, that's when things started to pick up. That's when my life started to change. And it wasn't just feeling stagnant or stuck. Things changed for the better because I was finally choosing myself instead of waiting to be chosen, right? Thank you, Sea-Dog. I appreciate that. Hello, Rosie. I hope you're having a good day. Bridesmaid? I don't know, man. That sounds like drama. I try to avoid the drama. Also really like picking out my own dress. I'm just saying. We have blessings. So there's good things, right? Good luck that comes to this Queen of Wands. They're manifesting things in instead of wasting their magical energy on some person who's like sleeping on them, right? Like, okay, if you don't see the magic, if you don't see what could be, then I'm going to focus my energy elsewhere. I just said you have magic. Now you're drawing in something better for yourself. This person's about to be super regretful. They're going to be like, oh no, this whole time you've been amazing and I wasn't taking it seriously. Haley, thank you for the tip. I'm going to write that down real quick for next week. I got you. Hey, Rosie, I do long form readings. If you want to email me about that, I can give you more detail. Otherwise, just like Lee did, you can tip and include a question, and I do those questions at the end. Oh, thank you, James. I appreciate you. Did I say hello to Key Controller? What's up? And we have contentment. This person's about to realize just what they've missed out on because they relegated you to a backup plan instead of taking you seriously. So they're going to regret it, is what I'm saying. It's like the universe wants to make sure of it. Hey, Anthony, how you doing? I would think that's literally what I do in the course of a reading. So, got you. Hello, Aspiring Excellence. And Clowny and Lacey, I hope you all end up being like besties. Could we get like a podcast with Clowny and Lacey? Because you guys both have the IE. I think it would be perfect. I would watch. I like that you spelled it G-U-D. It's very like Scandinavian. Page of Swords in the reverse, Five of Pentacles, and Justice. This person feeling left out in the cold is their karma. They couldn't stand being the person without getting attention. They always had to like stack people, have a roster so that they could get that attention whenever they needed it. And now they've done that to so many people that there's nobody there to admire them when they go for it, right? Oh man, that sounds heavy. I could probably handle it. I don't know, maybe. So we've got the Knight of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. Death. They did not expect someone to end this. They did not expect the Queen of Wands to walk away. And now it's like they're standing there blinking, not really sure how to handle this because they were so confident that they would have another admirer to like step up to the plate. Instead, they're like, oh, I guess I have nobody to take me to the prom. I guess I have nobody to hit on me or like pay for my drink at the bar, you know? Good luck. Have a good day, Tiana. Hello, Benita. How are you? Aren't they, maybe? It's called the Pause Tarot. King of Pentacles. Temperance. Four of Swords. Hanged Man. See, the thing is when you leave people behind or when you keep people at a distance, sometimes they change. Sometimes you come back around and they don't have the same like affection for you or the same character. It's like when you live in a place for a decade and then you leave for a year and you come back and you're like, how did everything change? That's not supposed to be there. And like, okay, I like 7-Eleven, but that used to be my favorite gas station and now it's something different. This is somebody who's like not good with change. Not good with feeling a lack of control, frustrated because they feel like they've not been chosen, but this is how they've been making other people feel. So it is their karma to have that sense of, I don't know what to do, because they make other people question where they stand with them. So now they get to think about it. Go to your room and think about what you've done. But this is an opportunity for them. If they see it that way, that's a good sign. But this is an opportunity for them to change how they treat other people so that they can one day be in that relationship and be content. But because they were not taking seriously this Queen of Wands, that Ace of Pentacles is showing up for the Queen of Wands before it shows up for the person that thought that they could always get the Queen of Wands. Was that the Emperor? Yeah, the Emperor. Yes, there's a lot of them out there. I appreciate that. And I agree, there's some pretty awesome people out there. Thank you, Juliet. We've got the Three of Cups and the Star in the reverse. I'm not gonna like sit around and wait for a party when really it's disappointing every time. There's a perfect analogy for this, but it's not appropriate. Go through all this work and then nothing happens. Keep thinking we're gonna get into a relationship and then you like run away. What if, wait for it, I run away first? What if when you come back around expecting me to be like, oh my God, hey, how's it going? I miss you. What if instead I was like, gone? What if I blocked you? What if I changed my number? I think they're about to realize that they no longer have access to this person, that they no longer have the ability to pursue a situationship or one night stand or a relationship, like a literal one, with them because they played too many games. They were too all over the place with their energy. They didn't make a choice. Judgment in the reverse. If you want something, you better say you want it. You better go get it, right? Oh, Beyonce. If you're single, or no, put a ring on it. Whatever it's called. You know the song I'm talking about. This is like, if this is what you want, if this is the connection that makes you feel alive, then you better like go do something about it. They didn't, and as a result, they've lost out on this Queen of Wands. And this Queen of Wands is having a moment, like a good one, okay? A little bit of a glow up, a little bit of additional, like, positive vibes, attention, popularity. Oh, there's someone else who's interested in them. So we've got Strength and the Hanged Man. So because I have chosen myself, because I've distanced myself from this person who made me feel like an option, now I see things differently. I see that I deserve somebody who would actually pursue this instead of making me chase them. And because I see things differently, I want something different. I don't want the same thing, right? Hello, Rockets. How you doing? Welcome back. Hello, Katya. How you doing? Knight of Swords, Knight of Pentacles. Tell me if I'm saying your name wrong, by the way. I think that's how you say it with that spelling, but I could be wrong. Hello, Shell. How's it going? Yeah. I used to sit there because I felt like I had to wait around for you. And now I've decided, you know, there's some other attractive people out there. There's some other people who actually talk to me. And I thought maybe I should give them a chance because, like, they actually talk to me. And you over there, like, I don't know, playing games. So why should I wait for you? I'll wait. No, I'll wait. I won't. I'm done waiting. Oh. You know? Thank you. Y'all are funny. Thank you for liking my video. If you're able to hype, I appreciate that as well. And I'm going to start on personal questions. I think I just have Lee, unless James decides he would like a question or some cards pulled. So we've got the Tower. Tower in the reverse. Avoidance. Weak foundation. It's because they know that there is something here that makes it likely they would get rejection. In other words, they don't have staying power. Hey, Grindhard. Thank you for the tip. When did you show a picture to family of you, right? Okay. And is the space working? Oh, gotcha. Yeah. I've got most of that written down. I will say it might be a little premature to be asking if she thinks it's like this is the one, right? Did they ask? It's like when you're making bread. Now, don't act like I'm some like bakery pro, because I'm not, but I'm pretty sure you have to do, because I used to work at Blimpie's Subs. Okay, you guys, go ahead, make fun of me. I would too. But I worked at Blimpie's Subs, and we would have to proof the bread first, and then we would bake the bread. It takes some time, right? So you got to give her a little time. All right. I'll pull a few more cards for this general reading, and then I'm starting off with Lee's question. Hello, Tayyip. How are you doing? Key controller. You know better. You also don't know that at all. You better watch it. Ooh. 5 of Swords, Devil in the reverse, 7 of Cups in the reverse. Selfishness. They caused this problem for themselves by not being willing to choose the Queen of Wands, or anyone for that matter. So now the Queen of Wands has released themselves from the bondage of this connection. They have cut the cord with this person. They see them for the manipulative individual that they are. I don't want to deal with that anymore, right? Sorry. Go play games with like 3 other people. Like, I'm not involved anymore. What? Oh, Lord. Interesting. 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords, 8 of Cups in the reverse, 8 of Wands in the reverse. You were just looking at me as a temporary option. You were wanting somebody to make you feel better after you had a sense of loss or after you went through a breakup. But I am not the one. I am not the person to sit here and make you feel better after situations that you ruined fall apart. You're going to have to get somebody else for that situation, because I'm not going to do it. Thanks, but no thanks. All right, this is the Tarot of the Nile, and I'm going to go for Lee's request, which was a few cards for next week's energy. You right. Holy, there's a secret coming out. What is this secret coming out next week? This might actually shock you. I think this is about either somebody's location or their health. But there's going to be something that is made quite clear to you, and it could help to explain behavior in recent days or weeks. But I do feel like there's going to be an unexpected conversation or someone who just blurts out, well, here's what happened. By the way, I have this problem, right? The back burner doesn't stay lit. I like that. Oh, that's so nice of you, Grind Hard. Thank you for doing that. So this feels to me like you're going to see someone kind of lose their ish-ly next week, because this secret being exposed or this information coming out is not good for someone. All right, let's see what we've got for Grind Hard. We've got, when did she show a pic of me to the fam? Thank you. Hey Dana, how's it going? When did she show a pic of Grind Hard to the family? Knight of Wands, Page of Swords, in the reverse, Tower. Honestly, I feel like this was a message coming through from you, especially if she's got a picture set up for you, or if you were trying to call. I think that's when somebody saw a picture of you. So it was because of a notification, probably like FaceTiming or calling, and your picture came up on the phone. Is space between Grind Hard and his lady friend doing what it is intended to be doing? Yes. Balancing things out. Addressing what is not seen right now or understood. So I do feel like this is about her changing her perspective on something. It could also be about you changing your perspective. Just curious on something. Sorry, guys. Okay. That's good. All right. So, does she think that Grind Hard is the one? She thinks there could be a chance. There's a lot that you offer that she's looking for. There is a concern here with regards to either something that is not done from the past or a family issue. 10 of Pentacles in the reverse, the World in the reverse. So again, the timing concern, right? Did they ask... Shoot. Hold on, I did not finish writing it. Oops. Oh, did they ask about Grind Hard? As of right now, it feels like there's not a lot of conversation about you because of the space. And there's also something financially that is causing a lot of stress. So I feel like there is a distraction, something else that kind of pushes other things to the background, not the back burner, hopefully. Thank you, Dana. A message from my mom. Let's see what we get for you. I'm going to change, I think, to a different tarot deck real quick. Sending you good energy. You got this, Grind Hard. All right. What does Dana's mom want to share with her? What message do we have from Dana's mom? 8 of Wands. King of Wands in the reverse. Emperor, Temperance in the reverse, Strength in the reverse. I feel like this is a heads up that somebody is... I feel like somebody's health is not where it should be. This could be their mental strength. This could be their physical health. But I do feel like this is a little heads up that somebody may be acting a little bit differently. Maybe there is something to do with like cognitive or personality. Someone could be acting a little bit more angry than they normally are. So I feel like there could be a little bit of heads up from her regarding asking if there's anything off with regards to what you're eating, activity levels, that kind of thing, because there's something going on that's abnormal. Hey, Aqua Beauty, how's it going? Wasn't S with M when J had relations. Ooh, all right. Thank you for the tip, sweetie. Let's see. Wasn't S with M when J had relations? No. Nine of Cups in the reverse, Five of Swords. This feels like an argument, like a bad argument. So maybe like I kick you out and so I feel like I'm justified for it. There's some sort of like, we were on a break, like Ross said, you know what I mean? I don't know. There's some like justification or excuse, like, I thought it was fine. Like if you look at the timeline, everything is legit. Okay, if that's what you think. Yes, exactly. I'm looking for the moment to sneak in, right? All right. No problem, Mamie. I appreciate that. Thank you, Bedlam. Sorry, guys. I'm like scrolling back into time to look at other... I'm trying to find a question to answer. Okay, Jennifer Briscoe's asking for a general read on Taurus. I don't know if you're literally asking for like a long form, but I'm going to pull a couple of cards with Taurus in mind for you. Queen of Wands energy, eh? That's the energy of this reading. Queen of Wands, Page of Swords, Page of Pentacles, and the reverse. There's someone here who is very intrigued by you and what you have to offer. They are telling you something that is not true. In other words, they're trying to make a job offer sound better than it is, or they're trying to make a love offer look better than it is. So this is saying, look at the details or ask about past situations, inform yourself, because there's something here, it's like, nosedive. So be cautious in your endeavors and the offers that you pursue or you accept, because something here is not what it was described as, right? All right. I love you all. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes, and thank you for hyping the video if you are able to. And I will see you on the next reading. Toodles.